There's a stretch of land between the Appalachians and the old coal routes where maps blur and roads narrow to ribbons. People who live nearby call it the Dead Acres. Not for ghosts, but because nothing grows there now, nothing but weeds, crows, and the orchard. No one tends the orchard. No one picks its fruit. No one who enters comes out the same. They say it belongs to the Price family. But they all died. Or disappeared. Or something worse. This is what happened when I went looking for them. It began with an envelope in my mailbox, no stamp, no return address. Just a name in shaky handwriting. Elias Price. Inside was a folded, yellowed paper and a single line written in red ink. She never left. She's still in the orchard. You have to end it. There was also a photo. A girl, no older than 10, standing barefoot among gnarled trees with dark fruit hanging low. Her smile was off. Like she didn't know how to wear it. And behind her, hanging from the branches, were bones. I found Devil's Hollow at the bottom of a forgotten mountain trail. The road was broken and twisted. Birds didn't sing there. My cell died miles before the first rusted mailbox appeared, marked Price. The house was still standing. Barely. A wraparound porch with a broken swing. Curtains billowed through shattered windows. I stepped inside. Dust moved like smoke. The air was thick with rot and peaches. But there were no peaches. Only jars. Hundreds of them. On every shelf. Labeled with names. Lucy. 1943 inch. Marlene. 1967 inch. Graham. 2019 inch. And then. Me. That jar was empty. But warm. I reached the orchard before sundown. I shouldn't have. The trees stretched far beyond the hill, more than any map showed. They were black and bent, their fruit pulsing like organs. Flies clung to the bark. The wind didn't blow, but something whispered through the leaves. I thought I saw a girl. Same one from the photo. She waved. Then she vanished behind the trees. I followed. What I found deeper in still wakes me screaming. Altars made from children's shoes. Scarecrows with real skin. A tree trunk split open like a mouth, inside, it breathed. And worse. My name, carved into bark. Fresh. At night, the orchard came alive. I heard footsteps running through the trees. Laughter. Then sobs. Something brushed my shoulder, cold, wet. I ran until I found a clearing. The girl stood at the center. Her eyes were pits. You came, she said. So now we can eat. Hands erupted from the soil. Dozens. Pale. Writhing. Pulling themselves upward. These were the harvested, the Price family legacy. Bound to the land. Eternal. Rotting. Hungry. I ran again. The orchard didn't let me. At the heart of the orchard stood the oldest tree. It pulsed like a heart. Hanging from it were dozens of jars, like the ones in the house. Each glowed faintly. One had my face inside it. The tree spoke, not aloud, but inside my bones. Take her place. Break the circle. I saw the girl again. She had no shadow. She wept peach pits. She made the deal long ago. I want out, she whispered. If I took her place, I could save her. So I agreed. The tree smiled. I was dragged beneath. Roots wrapped around my limbs. Memories leaked out of me. I saw visions, of every person who had ever died here. Every price. Every stranger. Every deal made and broken. I learned the orchard was planted in blood. Each tree watered with promises. The Price family had fed it for generations, until one girl said no. And the orchard punished her. Now I was to be its next caretaker. But I lied. I woke buried alive, roots in my mouth. But I had a matchbook in my pocket, from a diner I stopped at on the way. I lit it. The roots shrieked. I lit another. Then another. Then the trees. The fire spread fast, faster than it should have. The orchard screamed. The ground convulsed. But I kept lighting matches. One by one. As the oldest tree cracked open, it spilled bones, ash, and voices. The girl appeared beside me, smiling for real. "You broke it," she said. "You ended it." I woke in a hospital 2 weeks later. No one could explain how I was found miles from Devil's Hollow, naked and burned. The orchard. Gone. No trace. No house. No trees. Just wildflowers and soft hills. But sometimes, when I dream, I hear leaves whispering my name. And in the corner of my apartment is a jar. It has my name on it. And it's not empty anymore.